Hi, everyone. Good morning or good evening, wherever you're at in this beautiful world. My name is Kristen Husted, and I have been delivering these higher wisdom messages from Sophia, who's known as the Wisdom of Ages or the feminine essence of the Holy Spirit. Also from archangels and Jesus, any higher wisdom that is coming through, I am happy to be the delivery system just to help with your navigating through your life and helping you to come into this age of awakening that we are upon, where we are being called to walk into who we are designed to be. So it's been a really interesting journey, and we're learning a lot. And this wisdom has been coming in through strong and clear for a while now in my life. And I am so happy to share what I learn and get in my deep meditative states when I go into my meditation and prayer time in the morning. So with that being said, I have looked at some of the questions people have been asking on the comments. And if it's a question that is something that is helpful for everyone, I have been taking them one at a time and asking for guidance so that I can help clarify some questions for you guys. So this one is about what is a dimensional being? And I thought that was really interesting because, yeah, that's a huge concept. And what does that mean? And so I went in this morning and asked for a guidance on that, and I'm going to share. And then we'll kind of break it up a little bit and see how we can decipher this beautiful message. All right, so I'm going to go. All right, so what does it mean to be a dimensional being? And of course, they start with, you ask about what it means to be multidimensional being. We say it means you are an infinite in nature. You are made in the image of your divine mother of all creation, and our creator is made of unconditional, infinite love. If you are a spark, a thread of light from source energy, then you too have an infinite quality about you. This is your true nature. This God energy cannot be contained in one earthly vessel, for that is impossible. Each soul is capable of expanding and having many experiences at the same time. You ask why you feel as though you are only experiencing this earthly realm. We say that is because this is where you are placing your attention. Your conscious field of creation has decided to experience this moment in the eternal now in order to learn and grow from. Yet you have many more aspects of your soul that are experiencing other dimensions of expansion. We say dimensions because each opportunity to grow and learn has a certain frequency to it. Each frequency will be played out in different tones, and each tone enters a wave of existence. It is much like a radio station. You can tune into different songs and stations, yet you have not moved from the eternal now. As you change stations, you tap into another potential of life, a different song, if you will. This is the best way we can describe how your soul is infinite, capable of playing different tones and various realities at the same time. It is where you place your attention that determines the reality, the song you will tune into. This can seem confusing because you are living upon the earth and your life seems very real. And for that, we say it is real in the sense that your soul has chosen to participate in this field of existence to grow, learn, and expand. Yet we are always telling you that you live in the eternal now. There is no past, present, or future. If everything exists in the eternal now, then you get to choose where to place your attention. Anything outside of that exact moment you are in becomes a dimensional shift because you are no longer in the pure eternal now. Let us take this a step further. If there is only the eternal now, and there is no past, present, or future, and if you are a multi-dimensional being capable of experiencing many realities simply by switching your radio dial, your attention, then you are capable of expanding your consciousness and experiencing other realities simply through setting your intention to do so. Many of you do not understand this, and for this we say that is perfect. If something confuses you or makes you feel unsafe, we ask you to step back. Do not force understanding until you are ready. It will come in the perfect timing. We simply ask you to set your intention to become all that you can be. Let us guide you. Ask for help, and we will be there. As you slowly awaken, you will see that you can simply place your attention upon a goal, a knowing, and you will obtain it. You can place your attention upon healing for another person, and your energy, your true I am nature, can travel through space and time to deliver the love, the healing. You can travel into the cosmos and experience that reality. Or you can travel with your intentions and your thoughts into the cells of your body and assist in your own healing. You see, you are not as dense as you think. As humanity progresses forward through this age of awakening, many of you will become more light in body as you remember who you truly are. Your field of existence, your body, will begin to take on a lighter quality as you venture into these higher dimensional concepts. For as we keep telling you, you are an eternal being. You do not die. You simply transition your energy back into the light and continue on into the heavenly realms, where you will rest for a while. When you are ready, and after you have had your soul's review, you will be given the opportunity to travel again into another dimensional field of learning. All of this can seem very confusing when you simply are thinking of the dense body upon the earth. But again, as we have been teaching you, you are a spark of the one true source, God Creator, and that energy has infinite qualities. That is why we are so excited for you to enter this age of awakening. The journey ahead will be better than you have ever dreamed. Eventually, maybe many of you will feel and be like angels walking upon the earth in physical form. So we say, stay the course, stay in love and gratitude. Be a mighty agent of change and do your part to help shift this world back into love, which will eventually bring forth 10,000 years of peace. And remember, don't take this life so seriously. Relax, have fun, enjoy yourself, be lighthearted, and show kindness to your brothers and sisters, and give more than you receive. Allow nature to restore you. Give back to the earth love and respect. Live amongst the elements with gratitude. All is working for you, not against you. With much love, Sophia, Jesus, and the archangels. And before I take down this message, wow, I almost just got mind blown, even just going back and reading it. Um, and as it came through this morning, I just, again, I tell you that as I'm writing, things just come through my pencil, my pen, and it just forms these beautiful words. And then I have to go back and learn from the lesson myself as well. Okay, so it starts with, you ask about what it means to be a multidimensional being. And so if we truly believe that we are from the source God creator who is infinite in love, if we truly are a spark, a thread of light from this source, then we too have infinite qualities. And what they said, that's your true nature. And this God energy cannot be contained in one earthly vessel, for that is impossible. So you are so expansive and infinite that just to say that you're only in one space is impossible, they say. Now, if I were you guys and you were interested in this topic, then go study quantum physics and look on different YouTube channels about quantum physics and try to get to understand the nature of reality and how energy has infinite possibilities. And this is what helped me to understand this concept better. And the Gaia channel on TV has a lot of great shows on this very subject. So they say each soul is capable of expanding and having many experiences at the same time. And it's so interesting because we feel like we're just having this experience, but many of you have had flashbacks of different lifetimes, or you've had flashbacks of a future event, or you have a flashback of, or a flash of knowing something about how we have brothers and sisters in the cosmos, or whatever it is that takes you out of this moment of this earthly realm. that is your consciousness expanding for a moment and saying, hey, there's more to life than you'd think in this 3D world. And as we've been learning through Sophia's messages, there are cosmic brothers and sisters. There's the inner earth beings we found out. I never knew that. There are also the Council of Nine, which were more highly ethereal, uh, like more light bodied ET beings. And all this seems so unusual if you just think that you are only here in this dense body. And so being even just open to is what they said in this message, open to expanding, like, hey, I'm okay. I want to learn more, but you don't need to. And at the end, they said, hey, relax, have fun. So you don't need to know all these concepts if you don't want to. Simply align your soul to, hey, I want to be all I can be. And let these experiences come to you in perfect timing. I know for me, they came to me when I could digest them. And it came to me in little tiny bites, like, okay, what about this? Ah, okay. What about having a parallel reality? Okay. And I would have these knowings and these flashes, and then I would just digest it and then go into prayer and ask, what did that mean? And pretty soon you start to just awaken a little more. And it doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just expanded awareness. And we are only going to have the experience in our life of how expanded we allow ourselves to be. And you can stay just where you are, or you can be like an explorer, a seeker, like, I want to know more about this reality. And this is what this message is about. All right. So they also talk about where you place your attention is where you're going to place your energy. And your conscious field of creation has decided on this experience in this eternal now moment to grow from. So that's why most of your attention is here, because this is your main time in the eternal now to grow from. Yet you have more aspects of your soul experiencing other dimensions and other ways to learn. And they said, think of it like a frequency, and you're playing out different tones, and each tone enters a wave of existence. And then they said, to make it easier, let's talk about it's much like a radio station. You can tune into different songs of the station, yet you have not moved from the internal now. You can turn and hear this song, this podcast, this news event. And it's simply you are dialing into different frequencies, different dimensions, different radio stations. It's all the same. Everything is in layered in frequency. And so that is the best way that they said that they could explain it to us. And so they said, think of your soul as capable of playing different tones and frequencies in different realities at the same time. And again, this quantum physics, if you go in and start to study quantum physics, it's going to be very helpful on you understanding this concept. So where you place your attention is that determines the reality or the song that you tune into. And it says this can seem very confusing because you're living on this earth and life seems so real. And they say it is real in the sense that you have chosen to participate in this field of existence to grow and learn. So they say that one more time. This time and space where you are growing, where most of your attention is in this vessel on the earth. Okay. And then they say, yet we are always telling you that you live in the eternal now, and there is no past, present, or future. And so they say, if everything exists in the eternal now, then you get to choose where your attention goes. And anything outside of the eternal now, the very now moment, becomes a dimensional shift because you are no longer in the pure essence of the eternal now. So I hope this is not getting too big and too grand, but so think about it. Like when you're in the moment and you think about the past, the present, or excuse me, you think about the past or the future, you're not in the pure eternal now moment. You're actually somewhere else. Part of you is somewhere else, living that past event or that future event. Okay. And this is what they're saying. So it can be as simple as that. Think about where your attention goes. You're going to create a different field of existence. The eternal now is this very moment. That's why they say it's so important to stay in the eternal now, because that is where you can find the most peace. Because if you are tapping into future or past events that make you feel scared or nervous, then you're going to rob yourself of your peace. So then they go on to say, let us take this a step further. If there is only the eternal now, and there's no past, present, and future, and you are a multidimensional being capable of experiencing many realities simply by switching your radio dial, your attention, then you are capable of expanding your consciousness and experiencing other realities simply through setting your intention to do so. Okay. And then this is where they say, don't worry about it if you can't figure this out. It doesn't make sense. This makes you feel unsafe. Then we say, step back. Don't force an understanding until you're ready. It will come in perfect timing. And I know that for myself. I just baby steps, little tiny bites, digest it. If it's something you don't want to experience, then just let it go. Because really, truly, the most important thing is that you are in love and gratitude and loving your brothers and sisters and your neighbors and loving yourself and being a good, beautiful soul upon this earth, spreading this divine love and gratitude everywhere you go. That's the number one thing that we've learned through these messages. This is simply another understanding of reality, but they say if it confuses you, let it go. Okay. They say simply set your intention to become all you can be, and then let them guide us and ask for help, and they will be there. All right. So they say as you slowly awaken, you will see that it can be as simple as placing your attention upon a goal or a knowing, and you will obtain it. So that's maybe called manifesting, right? You're going to set your intention on something outside of the eternal now, and you're going to pull it towards you. Okay. You can set your intention upon healing of another friend, loved one, or being, and you can help aid in that person's healing through your energy, your true I am nature coming straight from God's source creator, going over with the highest intention of love to help that person heal. Part of you is going over and traveling to them. Okay. And then they said you can travel and deliver your love and healing to that person. What I do for a living is that very thing. So I am in this space, right? And I relax my body and I set my intention to go over and help someone heal. And then I place my attention upon that person, asking for this divine flow of healing energy to come. And I set the intention to see them whole, healthy, and healed. And I've had clients before say they actually could see me in the room, like I materialized it kind of in a light body form in the room, because that's how much of my attention was over there. And later on in the message, they say we are going to become more light in our body and we will be able to do this more easily. Okay. So they said you can travel the cosmos if you want. Go ahead and go up to the stars and the planets. Go, be an explorer and see what's out there. But I personally would always put the light around you because I personally only want the highest good to come to me. So I would say, think the same, you would want the same. And they say, you're not as dense as you think you are. And they say, as we progress forward in this age of awakening, many of you will become more lighter in your body. Your field of existence will take on lighter qualities as you venture into these higher dimensional concepts. And so also, as we let go of the heavy denseness of what we think we are, we're that broken person, we're that wounded person, we're that lonely person, or whatever it is that we have claimed to be, and we start to release that and come into our true nature, that we are pure love, living on this earth to spread love, then you're going to become lighter. And those dense, heavy fields that keep us stuck and sick will start to lift and out, and you walk into your true nature. And then they say, for we keep telling you, you are an eternal being. You do not die. You simply transition your energy back into light and continue on to the heavenly forms, where they said you rest a while. I thought that was cute. And then when you go through your life review, your soul is given another opportunity to go travel into another dimensional field of learning. And if this is a new concept for you and you don't agree with that, then let this go. It doesn't matter. We're going to keep coming back to the basics. Love and gratitude and kindness for all. Unity consciousness is what really matters in this time and space. But this is just more learning. It's just a deeper way to look at life. So, and then they say all of this can seem confusing when you feel so dense upon the earth. But remember what we're teaching you. You are a straight spark from the true source, God creator, and that energy has infinite qualities. And they say that's where we're so excited for you to walk into this new age of awakening. And eventually, however long it takes, our society will be like angels walking upon the earth in physical form. They've said this over and over again. This is the evolutionary shift we're in. And they say it could take hundreds of years, or it can take as quick as you want as you start to do your work and let go and release what no longer serves you, ask to be guided, ask for more wisdom, come into a place of stillness and quietness. So anyways, they say, please stay the course, stay in love and gratitude, be a mighty agent of change, and do your part to shift back this world into love, which will eventually bring forth 10,000 years of peace. And then they want to remind us, but remember, don't take this life so seriously. Don't try to figure everything out. Don't don't be so in your head that you're trying to figure out what a dimensional being is. Relax, have fun, enjoy yourself, be lighthearted, show kindness to your brothers and sisters, give more than you receive, and allow nature to restore you. Store you, give back to the earth love and respect, and live amongst the elements with gratitude, for all is working for you, not against you. And I loved this one. It was definitely a headbanger, and it could twist your mind up a little bit, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to learn and grow and just get a little more expansive. And if it doesn't resonate with you, they said several times in the message, step back. It does not matter. The most important thing is to be set on your course of love and gratitude for all. And anyways, I hope this answered that question for someone who said, what is a dimensional being? Because they could not figure it out. And maybe read this over and over again. And I will put it on the wisdom messages on my website, which is wellbalancedfarm.com. And you can take a look at that for deeper exploration of this subject. All right. Thank you and have a great day.